It looks like some shit is actually going down. Honestly, I expected a whole lot of nothing. I mean, report. But, I mean, it's kind of cool to watch a group take initiative like that. That's what you had to do back then. There wasn't any sort of government to get you back on your feet. I remember the general telling stories about back then. Back when I was so young, I was too little for them to let me fight, and I just would wander around the big house being a nuisance. But when they let me fight, that was good. Never mind. Sorry. The reason I am talking about this is because the archive has photos from back then. And I got this one out to show you. Here. So, there's an idea of the kind of landscape we're looking at. Until the end.
Hello.
And that looks good.
All right.
Hello, Charlie.
I feel like an actor.
How's your latest movie coming, Mr. Brightman?
Oh, brilliantly, madam, brilliantly. Everybody in the cast is sleeping with each other, and we all die at the end.
Charlie Brightman, you didn't tell me you were on Supernatural.
All right, we are. Go for an interview.
Okay. What's your name? Age?
Charlie Brightman, and I'm 18.
And how are you holding up, Charlie?
I don't know. How do I even answer that? We have food. That's good.
What food do you miss the most?
Bean burgers.
That's weird. Who's your favorite member of Team Teens in the Apocalypse?
Hey, not fair. Not fair.
Hey, did you guys get those cans from this morning squared away?
Yeah, just finished. They're in the trunk. Okay. We're taking a quick break. Then we're going to go stone rats.
Do you want to take Adrian with you?
Of course.
Thanks.
It's so weird. I mean, when did we become people who stone rats? Like, for food?
Since 3 months ago.
New York's probably a death zone by now, isn't it?
You never know, Charlie. Maybe they got out, went upstate.
It's crazy that I keep... It's better, I think, to know that there was at least a chance.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
We're not talking about it. You're going to be fine, Charlie. We're all here. You can keep filming if you want. I'm going to go find Adrian.
Avocado. Orange. Endive. Edamame. Jeez, we're in an E-loop again. A. Grape. Really? Green. Thank you. Nuts. This game is stupid. Excuse you. Do you realize how many foods end with the letter E? Like a bunch. A lot of them. Stop. Do you know any knock-knock jokes? No. You? Knock-knock. Who's there? Cash. Cash, shoot. No thank you, but I'd like a peanut.
Now you've got me hungry.
You could help us.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting.
Moo!
What are you guys doing? Trace. You're smart, right?
Yes.
You're catching rats. Right?
Yes.
Rats don't like noise. This is freaking ridiculous!
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, just, go somewhere else. They're probably gone from here.
Good plan.
I thought you wanted to see what I put up with to record our exciting lives for you all.
You all?
Shut it. Yeah, I know. No one's gonna watch it, but who knows? Maybe they would have, right?
The world got a lot smaller, Trace. We're still gonna need people to tell us what's going on.
Yeah, I just won't get paid for it.
Sellout.
Hypothetical sellout. Well, daily events. Nothing nearly so exciting as the whole encounter 2 days ago. It's getting harder to find food. We had to go as far as Montbridge today, and that's tough with just the bikes. Tougher when we have to bring back canned goods. Most of the houses around here only have cans, nothing dried. And restaurants are the first to go. And we try to find dried goods because they're more food for their weight.
Yes, and we know that because...
I read it in a sci-fi book.
Who said that geeks wouldn't make it in the real world?
I don't think anyone has said that for the past 20 years, Charlie.
Have we thought about moving on?
From what?
I mean, moving out.
In a vague, non-committal way.
There's this place in the mountains where me and Adrian used to spend our summers.
That our house in Barnes? That would be awesome.
That's my thought. It's this nice little summer town, pretty small. It's a bit of a little trip through the path on either side. Lots of cliffs, one big cliff right out in front of the house.
Easily defensible.
Mm-hmm.
Kimber took me climbing on that wall last summer.
You two rock climb?
Yeah, all the time.
Badass.
We'd have the high ground?
Mm-hmm.
And what about food sources? Is there any, farming in the area?
Well, there's some fruit trees. In the long term, we can probably farm down by the lake.
Yeah, and it should be almost abandoned, right? It's just a summer place. Unless there's an isolationist cult.
You know, we're about due for that in isolationist cults. Or cannibals.
Or we could just make it a zombie redneck torture family and get it over with.
Something up, Kimber?
She has never before encountered our caliber of geek.
It's the joy that you make when you make a reference that gets me. I don't know whether to join in or just be very, very scared.
So, we just have to take the highway, right? That could be tough on bike or foot. It'd still take us a few days to get out of the city no matter what. And we don't know where that gang is camped out.
What if we had a car?
I vote we siphon gas, like in The Walking Dead.
Wasn't that a huge way to get gas back in the 70s?
Yeah.
Yeah. That they did that during the oil crisis. They siphoned it in the night.
Truth and fiction.
I'll drive.
I want to drive.
I call shotgun.
What is this, middle school?
If we had a shotgun.
What car are we driving?
Let's take the one in the brown house across the street. It's the one we raided a couple months back.
Motion carried?
Yeah.
We can go get some oil tomorrow.
Yeah, and we should pack up a bit more food, too. Make a run across the bridge a couple days from now?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright, viewers back home. Next up on Team Teens in the Apocalypse, the move to Barnes. Hopefully with not a lot of adventure and a whole lot of fluff about us surviving and such.
Sounds like a boring show.
I wouldn't watch it.